Once upon a time, in a quiet town near a wide flowing river, there lived a 25-year-old young woman named Elena. Elena was hardworking and intelligent. She had many dreams in her heart. Since childhood, she wanted to achieve something great in her life. She wanted to make her parents proud and build a successful future for herself. But as she grew older, life did not go the way she expected. Elena tried many times to succeed in her career, but every time she faced failure. She attended many interviews but never received the final selection. She started small projects, but they never worked out. Slowly, disappointment began to fill her heart. Every morning, she woke up with fear. Every night, she slept with self-doubt. She started comparing herself with others who seemed successful and happy. She felt that life was unfair to her. Because of these feelings, her confidence became weaker day by day. She stopped believing in herself. She often sat near the river, watching the water flow silently, thinking about why life was so difficult. One evening, while she was sitting near the river, she noticed an elderly woman sitting nearby. The woman was weaving a beautiful cloth using colorful threads. Her hands moved slowly but steadily. She looked calm and focused. Elena watched her for a long time. Finally, she walked closer and asked politely, "Grandmother, how do you stay so calm and patient? My life feels full of failures. No matter how hard I try, I keep losing hope." The elderly woman smiled warmly and said, "Sit beside me, child. Let me show you something." She handed Elena a bundle of tangled threads. The threads were messy, twisted, and full of knots. Then she said, "Your task is simple. Untangle these threads and make them straight." Elena looked at the threads and felt confused. It looked like a difficult and time-consuming task, but she agreed and started working on it. At first, she tried to pull the threads quickly, but the knots became tighter. The threads became more tangled. She became frustrated and almost gave up. The old woman gently stopped her and said, "Do not rush. Look carefully. Find one knot at a time. Be patient." Elena took a deep breath and started again. This time, she worked slowly. She observed each knot carefully. She untangled them one by one. Sometimes it took time, sometimes it was easy. But she did not stop. After many hours, she finally untangled all the threads. They became smooth, straight, and beautiful. Elena smiled for the first time in many days and said, "Grandmother, I did it. It took time, but I completed it." The elderly woman nodded and asked softly, "Tell me, when you were untangling the threads, what were you thinking about?" Elena replied, "I was only thinking about solving each knot. I forgot about my problems and worries. I just focused on finishing the task patiently." The elderly woman smiled gently and said, "That is the lesson life is trying to teach you. Life is like these tangled threads. Problems and failures are like knots. If you rush or panic, the knots become tighter. But if you stay calm and solve one problem at a time, life slowly becomes clear and beautiful." Elena listened carefully. The woman continued, "Success does not come from running faster than others. It comes from staying patient when life becomes difficult." Elena felt something change inside her heart. For the first time, she understood that failure was not her enemy. It was only a part of her journey. Elena stood up and started walking back home. But now, she was not the same disappointed young woman. Life does not become easy when problems disappear. Life becomes strong when we learn how to face problems with patience and belief. Slowly, she began to succeed, not only in her career, but also in her happiness. Because real success is not only about achieving goals. Real success is about becoming strong, patient, and peaceful inside. If you like this story, please share it with your friends and family. And do not forget to follow for more inspiring stories that bring positive thoughts and life lessons.